I'm like so stressed. I don't know which one to choose. Besties, I lost all my lighting because I wanted to try these new little microphones and it said 2 hours to charge. I simply did not have 2 hours to charge because I'm running out of sunlight here. So hopefully the audio is fine. My battery is also going to die. So the mics are going to die, battery is going to die. It's going to be a really fun video. Today's video, as you guys can see behind me, I have ACOTAR and Throne of Glass because we're going to do a fun little video. We are going to tell you guys which one is better. I don't know too in depth because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but just going to be talking about both series, how I felt about them overall, which one I think is better. I'm going to be honest right now, I don't know if I can tell you which one is better because I feel like I cannot rank them. That is just not me. For the sake of the video, I'm going to try to pick one. Spoiler alert, I like them both the same. I know I'm wearing a Valerius t-shirt that does not determine or sway which side I'm going to. It just is the only shirt I have. I don't have any Throne of Glass merch. Somehow, I need to get one now that I finished it. But literally, as I'm filming this, yesterday I finished Kingdom of Ash 5 stars. I'm just gonna preface that this is my opinion, and you know what? If your opinion is different, that is okay. We live in a world where everybody can have their own opinion and everybody's views about things are different. So if you like one series over the other, that is okay. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe you liked this series more. It doesn't matter. Everything about these series are fictional. Everything is fictional. Without further ado, make sure to follow my socials down below and my goodreads, my Amazon wishes, stuff like that is in there. If you want to check it out, like, comment, subscribe, please by me. And let's get into it before everything dies on me. Which one is better, guys? Should we just go right into the deep dive of the biggest question about which one is better? Because, I don't know. Let's start off with ACOTAR, only because it was the first fantasy book I think I've read, or first couple fantasies, whatever it was that I read. So ACOTAR, I read, I don't remember now, but it was definitely like maybe 3 years ago. I read it for a video trying different genres for a week. Really fun video. I gave the first book 4 stars, and then I don't think I finished the full series before reading Throne of Glass. I left it. It was just different. I do vaguely remember people talking about ACOTAR, and then I was like, okay guys, what's the hype? I found out what the hype was. I read A Court of Mist and Fury, 5 stars. That's probably one of my favorite books of all time. I really love that book, and I don't know, I just really love this series overall. I think she technically wrote Throne of Glass before she wrote ACOTAR. Do not quote me on that. ACOTAR just has a very special place in my heart, like the series overall, but also the first book. I love the universe, the magical system. The world is just so beautiful with the different courts. Like, that's what I think I really like about ACOTAR, is that there's so many like different courts, and I know it's like different seasons, but there's also the night court. So like the world is like overall very complex, and I feel like I can really visualize it. Rhys and Feyre, they're like my babies. And yes, I definitely want to reread ACOTAR as a series at some point in my life, and I also want to reread Throne of Glass. Even though I really don't want to put myself through the pain of both of those series, I want to do it just because I want to see how many things that I can like point out, I guess, and be like, oh, that was right in front of my face. You know what I mean? This series is unfinished, so I feel like we can't really compare both of these because I'm pretty sure Throne of Glass is a completed series, although I felt like there was a rumor that someone said that she's going to continue the Throne of Glass universe. I'm like, okay, I do not need any more death and destruction on these characters. I feel like they've been through enough, you know, but I'm very intrigued because it's so unfinished. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Azriel still has to get his love story. Hopefully it's the next books. I'm not sure. I love seeing all the fan art, and there's just something different about that series. They're my babies. But are they that because it was the first ones I read? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can't be very good at comparing because I'm like, I read that first. What if I read Throne of Glass first? Would I've liked Throne of Glass more? I feel like it's a very good beginner series. Going over to Throne of Glass, I'll probably be like bouncing back and forth between the two. I will say first off, I don't think I gave Throne of Glass a proper chance because I split up Throne of Glass's books so much that I feel like it affected how I felt about the series, because yes, it's a long series. Y'all see all those books, you see how they get chunkier and chunkier as you get into the series. I feel like because I spread them out so much, not reading them close enough together, I forgot a lot of things that happened, like little details, and I feel like I just didn't give it a good enough chance, and I feel so bad because I really liked the series. I liked how like later in the books we start to get all of the characters that you're meeting, their like storylines and how everything intertwines. It's a really complex and long series, but It's like so good. Like I just thought it was like so different than anything that I've ever read from before. And now reading other fantasy books, I'm like, wow, I really would have loved to know this certain character's like storyline and what they do in the background, because Throne of Glass has all those point of views and all those storylines of these characters. And I'm like, damn, I love how everything ended up intertwining. I just felt like it was a very long series. Like, yeah, a lot of things needed to happen, especially the last book. It being 1,000 pages. I read the first 200 pages in the first like 4 months of the year, and then I decided in the month of May, I was like, hey, so we're just gonna use the last like 2.5 weeks that I have to finish Kingdom of Ash. And I did. 5 stars, amazing. But I felt like a lot of that book was slow moving, but also with all the different characters' point of views, it's needed because everybody is doing something or in different areas. The second half of the series got better when it got to like Heir of Fire, like Queen of Shadows, like around here, which I'm pretty sure Rowan was introduced. So what does that say? I really liked the tandem read, although I didn't really love Tower of Dawn. I liked how everything intertwined between the two. And then Kingdom of Ash, amazing. I can't say which one I like better. I mean, obviously I'm leaning more towards ACOTAR, I will say that. But that's only because I feel like when I think about it, it was like my first series, my first loves, my first like magical like world that I read. There are a lot of aspects obviously of Throne of Glass that are also magical, but it's such a longer series. It's more complex. Like it's more, you're just following Aelin from like the beginning and learning everything that she learns, going through all these romances and phases of her life and what she learns and war and just all of that. So it like needs to be longer, but oh my god, does that make it better? This is what I mean. I was like, I know which one. I think I like it better. But then I'm talking about Throne of Glass and I'm like, was it better? Is it a tie? I'm like so stressed. I don't know which one to choose. I kind of was just trying to do this video to be like, hey guys, I know which one is better. Which one do you guys like? But now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they're both very incredible series. They're different, but they're similar. Like we literally had an ACOTAR moment at the end of Kingdom of Ash. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. There's a scene where some character is going through different worlds to come back to one world, and she literally describes Valerius. I'm like, damn, I love Valerius. I got a little ACOTAR cameo, and then I'm like, I love ACOTAR. I love ACOTAR. Sue me. This will probably be a short, sweet video. I don't want to get into too much in depth because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I feel like you guys, like I said at the beginning, everybody's different. So everybody's going to like certain things about one series than the other. I like both writing. And then when I read Throne of Glass, I felt like a little lost after a little while. I mean, by the end of the series, you kind of learn everything. There's a lot of different people that are involved. So like that's like a factor. So if you would like to have something a little easier, start with ACOTAR. But like Throne of Glass is like it's a good series. I like how complex and long it was. I love being in a world with characters for a very long time. And obviously ACOTAR is now going to have 7 books. I believe Throne of Glass, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Throne of Glass has 8. ACOTAR might also be 8. So like I'll also probably have these characters for a very long time. But there was just like a different feeling I felt when I was reading ACOTAR compared to Throne of Glass. I feel like what I noticed in Kingdom of Ash, the very last book, is that I felt like Aelin's character was very, I don't want to say selfish. I feel like she thought she was saving everybody by like telling them one thing and then doing what she actually wanted, but it at all was not helping everybody. It was just making everybody else stressed. So like, girl, what are we doing? Like, I did connect to a little bit of like Aelin's character, but like there's something about ACOTAR. Notice how I keep saying there's something about ACOTAR? Is that our answer, guys? I feel like I'm gonna go with ACOTAR only because I did not give Throne of Glass a chance. I feel like I could have really liked the series more if I read them back to back to back, read them closer, whatever it was. I feel like I can't say because ACOTAR is not done. Both series were completed. Everybody read them. I read them. They're fresh on the mind. I feel like I could have given you guys like a real professional opinion. Not that I'm a professional. I am far from professional. I am just like giggling and cackling about people with wings and people who can shift into birds. Like, yeah. Okay, I mean, book boyfriend-wise, Feyre and Rhysand more, but by the end, I really came to love Aelin and Rowan. I feel like they really solidified in the last book. I mean, I just love Rowan. I love Rowan and Rhysand. Yes, the female characters, they're fine. But, like, can we talk about the book boyfriends? Can we talk about the book husbands? Obviously, Rhysand was my first love, so I feel like he's up top. But, like, Rowan kind of came up out of nowhere. He kind of slayed. He kind of ate. He kind of got me, like, he would literally do anything for her. I feel like Aelin Jalen just didn't see that. Why did she not deserve it? He was like, we're gonna do this together. And she's like, together. And then she was like, psych, I'm gonna do this, potentially die, and good luck. Can't believe she did my guy Rowan like that. My battery decided to die, as I predicted, and I hope my audio is still intact. I don't really know what happens when I'm done recording with this. To sum up, what do you guys think my answer is gonna be? It'll probably be ACOTAR. I feel like they're very, very, very close. And like now that I like talk about Throne of Glass, I'm like, it's an incredible series. So incredible. But something always brings my heart back to ACOTAR. And I don't know what it is. It's probably because I read it first. Is that a good like reasoning? Is that even fair? I guess. No. I love the series. I love both of them. I love Sarah J. Maas overall. I'm so excited for ACOTAR 6, 7. I still have to read Crescent City, which people recommend because everything intertwines. I'm like, great. So behind, but at least I finished Throne of Glass. That was my goal this year, and I did that shit. Although both are my babies, I love both universes. I will be rereading them probably for the rest of my life. I'm gonna go with my love, ACOTAR. With all that being said, I do hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully the audio turned out okay. I'm not really sure. Let me know which one is your favorite. Again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you like Throne of Glass better, slay, because I can't choose. Sometimes I like Throne of Glass better, sometimes I like ACOTAR better. It's like, it's depending on my mood. Hope you guys enjoy. Sorry for no video last week, but you know what? We're back on our grind. Not that anybody cares, but I literally had to spend so long reading Kingdom of Ash. I literally could not put out a video because I was like, guys, I don't have time. I was trying to finish it by May. I finished that shit on May. Is there 31 days in May? May 30th, May 31st, whatever it is. I finished it just in time. And just in time to make a fun little video for you guys. Make sure to follow my socials down below. Love my goodreads, my Amazon wishes. Stuff like that is in there. When you check it out. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos by me. And I will see you guys hopefully next week for another video. Bye.